Are you guys frustrated trying to find the perfect fishing gift for your favorite fishing guy, gal, angler, child? Trying to get them gifts that they're really excited about? You don't want to see that pretend face on their face on Christmas morning or Father's Day when they open up that really weird sweater or another pair of socks? Are you tired of seeing that, like, they try to pretend they're excited, but they're not really there? And finally, this year is going to be the year that you're going to get some gifts that they are genuinely excited about. Now let's check it out. I'm going to help you pick out some can't miss gifts that they will be excited about. And when they use them in the outdoors, out fishing or hunting, whatever they do, they're going to think fondly of you. Here's 10 gift items for you, for the angler in your life, plus a bonus item. Several of these items are between $5 and $50. They're going to meet any budget. So whether you're looking for like a stocking stuffer or some big wow gift, we'll have you covered. Oh, and one more thing. If you're an angler watching this because you're trying to fill out your Christmas list for your loved ones and you want to give them a gift ideas, I've also got a bonus tip for you. Fishermen and women are often the hardest to buy for because they have a niche hobby that you don't maybe quite understand, that you're not involved in. And honestly, us as anglers, we don't do a great job sharing our ideas and telling you what we want. So we're partly to blame. This video is coming right before Christmas, but this list will be a great gift giving idea for anniversaries, Father's Day, Mother's Day, birthdays, any occasion you can think of where you want to surprise an angler in your life. I'm going to run through these ideas pretty quickly. Don't worry about jotting them down. I'll have links in the description below. So if there's anything you want to go back and check out, there'll be links so you can see exactly what they are, where you can get them, how much they cost, all that great stuff. So just enjoy it and then dive in the description when we're done. All right, we're going to start with some of the less expensive and we'll work our way up. As I run through these, I'm going to give you some context and some ideas. So give you some clues that if you know a little something about your angler, maybe that'll help you pick out which of these gifts is best for them. First item, $4 to $5 only, fishing glue. This is actually some really great stuff. There's a lot of good super glues out there, but this fishing glue brand, which I'll have linked down below, is the one I found out works the best for me. The big thing is I can leave this in my compartments, in my boats, in my tackle box, and it doesn't dry out. The nozzle doesn't clog up. A lot of times, other ones that you buy for non-fishing stuff, you use them once or twice, they dry up in the boat, they clog, and you're throwing away $5 at a pop. This stuff, I've had bottles last me a whole season, and you're probably asking yourself, why would I want fishing glue, or why do I need glue for fishing? Many, many things. You can repair baits, repair lures. You can use it to dab on a knot, like a leader to a fluorocarbon knot or a braid knot to help it secure it. Possibly make some rod repairs or eyelets or, a temporary basis. Seal the hole in a frog. Lots of different things you can do. Dabble, add some things to a bait. But it's just handy to have in the boat, to have a little super glue, some fishing glue, to repair baits, fix things, hold baits up on top of hooks, secure jig trailers to jigs. There's a lot of applications for anglers. At $4 to $5, you get them a couple of bottles. They have one in the boat, one in the tackle box, one in their tackle bag. It's a great option. So a lot of the fishing rods that a lot of us use are pretty expensive and worth a lot of money, and you want to take good care of them. So what I suggest, if they don't have these on their rods already, is get them some rod covers. Now, these are the Rod Glove covers, and there's a lot of other brands out here. These are the ones I use because I like the way they work. They have good color combinations that fit what I need. I like to match them to my rods. So like you can see, this rod here is kind of an orange accent rod. I put an orange one on that, and then I have kind of a black, blue, and this gets a matching correspondence. When I'm digging in the rod locker or when I go to grab a rod off my rack or from the garage, I can easily tell which ones they are. These keep your rods from tangling, and in the rod locker or when you're storing them, the line can't get tangled. They stay clean. The guides don't get caught on things. It really saves wear and tear on the rods. The tips don't get broken as easy. It's a really good investment for like $5, $6, $7, $8 a piece. You put on each one of these rods and they protect them. It's the way to go. So you can peek at their rods and find out which ones match the colors they got. You can pick a couple out. You can just find some colors you like or they like, or ones that match their boats or whatever you think, and they can stylize it and make it unique for them. So that is the rod gloves. Now the rod gloves also make some wraps and accessories that are also good. So all these things are really cool, and everything the rod glove sells is like $4 or $6, less than $10. So you can get a whole bunch of this stuff and help them stay organized and protect their equipment. These little rod wraps, they're just little Velcro strips. They're pretty simple. You could make them, or you can just buy some. They're for wrapping treble hook baits, topwaters, and other lures on your rod. So when you're storing these, they're sitting in the boat. These hooks are exposed. They can get tangled with the other rods. They can get caught in things. They can get caught in kids and pets and humans. So just wrapping these up when you're storing them saves a lot of headaches. And so for a couple of bucks, this is a lot of benefit, and these are a nice little idea as well. They also have reel covers, which I don't use, but some people do like to protect their reels. They have those options. The other thing is they have these cool little wraps, which don't look like much. It allows you to bundle a whole bunch of rods together. I just got 2 here, but like I can literally carry 6, 8, 10 rods and throw these straps. They're neoprene, so and then you just wrap them up, one on the top, one on the bottom, and you can do this with a whole bunch of rods. Then you can literally pick up a whole bunch of rods, keep them all organized, put them in your truck, put them in their boat, ride with somebody else, go on a trip, jump in somebody else's boat. Keeps it neat and organized. You can carry them all with just one hand. Then you can carry your lunch, your thermos, your backpack, your other stuff, your rain gear with your other hand, and it makes it just a whole lot easier. Check out the stuff. Wraps, covers, lure wraps, all that stuff is great. Just get a whole pile of it. They'll be totally stoked. Cutting fishing line, trimming baits, things like that is a constant battle out in the boat. And having a good sharp scissors is key. And one thing is having multiple scissors is actually a really good option, because it never seems to fail that a scissors will slide down, go the way, and you can't, when you need one, you can't find it. So having multiple scissors, this is really cool. This Arsenal has this scissor kit that comes with 3 really high quality scissors that are all a little different, and I'll show you here in a second, for like $30. Plus it comes with this battalion storage bag, which can double as a tackle storage system. So once you put these scissors where you want them, you've got a bonus bag for them to store soft plastics, spinnerbaits, lures, and more tackle storage with this zipper bag from Arsenal, which is really cool. So let's dig in. If you want to like really surprise them, wow them, and spend like 30 some bucks, get all 3 of these, they'll be stoked. They'll have 3 brand new scissors. Or you can pick which one you think they would need for like $8-10, and you'll be on your way there as well. So let's break down why you would pick each of these scissors. The Battle Braid scissors is like the premium scissors, the best one. It cuts braids, cuts all fishing line. It's never dull. It does an amazing job. And it comes with a little holster, so you can mount it on a workbench. You can mount it in your boat. You could, any surface, right? And then it always has a holster, and you can always find it, which is a nice option. And it's a rigid, not super big, but a great scissors, and it does a great job. So that's the Battle scissors. Then you got the Covert here, which has got kind of a soft handle. So this is great for like sticking in a bag, in your backpack, or things like that. It takes up a little less room. It's a little softer. It's not as rigid. It's actually got a nice little rubber grip on it. So a little smaller, a little more compact, still very sharp, does a great job, but more of an on-the-go, take-it-with-you scissors than the Battle Braid. Then finally, we have the Ninja Snips, which are even smaller, but they come with this little retractable clip, right? So you can clip it on your belt, you can clip it on your tackle bag, you can clip it inside a compartment, and you've got that lanyard that keeps it connected. This is the one you never lose because it keeps clipped and you don't take it off, and this one, you always have it. Those are the 3 cool scissors. Surprise them, get them all 3, or just pick one. Either way, they'll be delighted to have a premium scissors to cut fishing line and trim jig skirts and modify their lures with those new scissors. And every time they do, they'll be thinking about you. If you're finding any value or these gift ideas are hitting home for you, make sure you tap that like button down below. If there's one thing that I don't really like, and most of us don't like, is slathering up with sunscreen. But the only thing we probably hate more than sunscreen is skin cancer. And if you're a person, or your favorite person, is outdoors in the sun, fishing, hunting, they're exposed to the sun and the elements a lot. And skin cancer, protecting your skin, is no joke. Especially if they're resistant, if they don't like to use sunscreen and they're not covering up, you need to help them cover up and make the right choices, because we all want to be around so we can fish more and fish longer, and it's really important. So I've got some cool products to help beat the heat and beat the sun, but why don't I just show you? All right, here it is, all decked out, sun geared out, almost covered, nearly head to toe. Nothing is really attacking me from the sun. From my eyes to my nose, my face, hood, everything's covered up. Shorts or long pants are optional. Intentionally, you'll see I've selected light colored, light grays, silver type colors because A, they're better than white for hiding dirt, but they're light enough, they reflect sun, and they keep you cool. Piece by piece, this is the whole setup. The main thing you need, the biggest thing I think that is the most helpful, is getting these hooded long sleeve sun shirts. If you've ever watched any of my fishing videos, 9 out of 10 times when it's warmer than 70 degrees, I'm wearing one of these Arsenal sun hoodies. They do a great job to keep me cool. I know it seems counterintuitive to be covering up in the sun, but this actually does keep you cool and you feel less fatigued and less tired at the end of the day. So this sun hoodie is definitely my number one. Now buffs are a good option and people like to wear them up high around their faces. I do have a little issue with them not staying in place, and with my sunglasses, sometimes they fog up. So that's why you can use these instead of a hood or with a hood, but I prefer usually just to rock a hat or a visor and put my hood up. That gives me really good coverage along with my sunglasses. Sometimes I'll just put a little sunscreen on my cheeks and my nose, and maybe on like the back of my calves if I'm wearing shorts, and otherwise I've got very little sunscreen. sun shirt, buffs, sun gloves. These fishing gloves are also a really good option. Not only do they protect the backs of your hands, which often easily get sunburned, especially in the early seasons and late seasons when you don't realize the sun's beating on you and you already have long sleeves on. You don't necessarily need to wear these all days, but if you wear them intermittently, it really helps protect the back of your hands. Plus, the newer designs like these Arsenal gloves have reinforced rubber grip areas that actually give you better grip when it's cold or when it's wet. And when you're reaching for fish and grabbing fish, it protects your hands from getting spined or hooks and things like that. So they're kind of a utilitarian thing in that they, in cold mornings, late in the year, early in the year, keep you a little bit warmer, as well as protecting the back of your hands from that UV. These are all great things that you can grab at anywhere from like $10 to $40. Get them a couple shirts, get them a buff, get them some gloves. If they use them, they're going to protect them, and you want to protect your loved ones, and that's the reason you're spoiling them with some fishing gifts, because you want to take care of them. All right, let's get back to those other gifts. Fifth item on the list is a portable lithium pack. Now you're probably wondering, how are you going to catch a fish with a portable lithium pack? But this is a great accessory to be out in the boat, out in the woods, anywhere you go. Honestly, this could be for anybody that's on the go. So these little bad boys are 10,000 milliamp lithium batteries with little connectors to plug USB, and there's 2 ports, and then one you can charge it. And these are great for charging cell phones, running GoPros. This is what I use to film my videos on the water. I run my GoPros off these, so I'm not switching out batteries. So any kind of accessories, gadgets that plug in with some kind of USB or USB Type-C or an iPhone or anything like that, tablets that you want in the boat, but don't have a way to power them or keep them charged, these are a handy little gift, and they're a must-have. They run 10 to 20 bucks a piece. Sometimes you can get them in a 2-pack for like 30, 40 bucks. Great gift idea. Everybody should have these, not just fishermen and anglers. Just about halfway through. If you're not sure if any of these ideas are going to work for you, or if they're just not quite right or not the home run you want, here is another great tip. Whether you're shopping for somebody or need somebody to give you a better list, Omnia Fishing has a wish list feature that they have new for this year. There's a link down below. All you have to do is click on the link, create an account, or send somebody a link and have them create an account. Then your favorite angler, or you, creates a list, and you can go product by product, as a show here, and add these products to your wish list. And then all you have to do is share that wish list. You can tweet it out, you can send an email, you can text it to them, and then they can go in there and literally see each of these items, and all you have to do is click add to cart. They don't have to shop. They don't have to guess what size. They don't have to guess what color, what style, or any of that kind of stuff. So this works for baits, lines, rods, reels, rain gear, hats, anything you would need for fishing, you can put on your wish list, and it's a no-brainer, can't miss, can't screw it up to get the lure, the baits, the gear, the stuff that you exactly need. And that's the biggest thing, is a lot of times you say, oh, I want this, that, and then the people are like, I don't know what size, I didn't know what color, I got scared, intimidated, and it makes it hard to shop. But this makes it easy for you to list out exactly what you need, want, or have somebody fill it out, and then you can just buy it for them and know with 100% confidence that's exactly what they wanted. This is a surefire way to make sure that your loved ones don't end up getting intimidated and end up buying you another Billy Bass singing bass that you don't want on your wall again. This item is something I don't have, but I think I'm going to get. If your angler's rods look like this in the garage and they're all over the place, or they're in the shed or laying beside the boat or in the garage or the basement and they're all over the place, think about getting them a fishing rod organizer stand like this one. Pretty cheap, 40 to 50 bucks, especially if you can find an Amazon coupon. Easy to assemble, no tools required. They lock in with these little features, holds them in place, keeps the rods organized vertical so they don't get deformed. If you store rods on an angle or horizontal, they can get a sag, and it's not good for the rods long term. So they're stored vertical. They don't take up much space vertically. Rods don't have a big footprint. So this is the ideal way to store rods off season or when you're not using them. Surprise them with a rod organizer that they will love and appreciate to keep their gear in good shape, and it's going to take up less space in the house, in the garage, in the basement, and that's a win for everybody. All big fish catches are just fishing stories unless you have a scale to tell them how it went or how much it actually weighed. This Rapala scale is super popular. It actually lights up nicely, and you can enter 4 to 5, 6, 7, 8 of your best catches, which is great for tournament anglers or for people who just want to keep track of the 5 best fish they caught all the day or how good of success they had all the day. And then you can take a picture of that or share it with your friends, and you got proof, hey, you did catch the big ones. And if they already have a scale that they like, but it's got like a little hook on it or a little clip that doesn't always hold the fish, just a little accessory like this Rapala fish gripper is a great accessory to add to any scale, and you can replace that. A new scale, a good one, is going to run you like 40 to 50 bucks. But you can just get a little fish gripper to add to the scale they already have, or as an accessory in a boat for like $5 or $10. Both good options, both linked down below. If your angler in your life travels a lot, fishes from the bank, jumps on a lot of other people's boat, fishes out of their boats, think about getting them an angler fishing backpack like the one shown on the screen. I haven't used this one, but my good buddy Debo has reviewed it, and if he says it's a good pack, he fishes from bank a ton. If you've ever seen his channel, he's an awesome angler and he knows his stuff. You can find these really great fishing backpacks for about $30 to $80, and it's great because they have all the features and pockets and things you'd need as an angler that a regular backpack doesn't have. They're often sewn with stronger stitches and things like that that make them more durable and waterproof and things like that when you're fishing. If your angler's on the go, fishing from the bank, jumping in other people's boats, get them a nice tackle backpack where they can haul their gear and have a more enjoyable experience. If you want to be a big-time hero and get an amazing gift, something's really going to get them excited, let's talk about possibly a rod and or reel. Rod and reels can be a little bit tricky to pick out, and they can be technique specific, but here's a tip. A 7-foot medium to medium heavy bait caster or spinning rod is almost never a bad choice. This is a great option for somebody that fishes bass, multi-species, northern pike, walleye, probably some inshore stuff. There's a lot of options. There's a lot of things you can do depending on the line, the braid that you put on a rod and reel. A 7-foot medium heavy is kind of a jack of all trades. Awesome rod to pick. So when in doubt and you want to surprise them with a rod and reel, here are a couple of good options. Like I said, 7-foot medium to medium heavy fast action rods are really great choices. For me, spinning rod would be the Dobyns 703 Fury SF spinning rod. This is just a rod that I use a lot, that I'm very comfortable with. It's in that $120 price range. Likewise, the Baitcaster, the 703C Fury, same price range. Just a preference if you see them using a lot of these style reels, which are baitcaster or casting reels, or if you see them using a lot of spinning reels, open face reels like this. Whatever they're more comfortable with, think about picking these up. To pair them with the reels, the spinning reel, I recommend a Daiwa Fuego, right around $100. Amazing reel for the money. You can get anywhere from a 2,500 to a 4,000 size reel. Any of those should work for that kind of multi-species action. And for the baitcaster, I recommend the Shimano SLX or SLX XT. Both linked down below. So all these rod and reels will run anywhere right around to $100 to $130, but there are discount codes for almost all of this stuff that we talked about today down in the description below for the various stores and things like that. You can get a lot of bang for your buck. You can pick up a combo for $200 to $250 depending on how you mix and match. Now these are a little hard to hide under the tree, a rod, but if you do, I promise you they're going to be excited. Definitely will be a Christmas gift that won't suck. Bonus tip. Anglers actually love gift cards. They're never sad. I know some of you think gift cards are lame. Gift cards to Bass Pro, Tackle Warehouse, Omnia Fishing, Academy, Sportsman's Warehouse, any of those places will be stoked. Trust me, if we leave the Christmas party or Father's Day brunch with a stack of gift cards that we can spend on new fishing gear, we'll be happy. I'll have a link down below to Omnia Fishing, which is my favorite place to shop for fishing gear for the gift cards, and you can get them either digitally or physical. So if this is a last minute thing and you need a home run gift, get an Omnia digital gift card down below. If you found this video helpful and you want more gift ideas from a previous video, check out this one right here.